Okay, so Ki Uday Jhavani. In my previous class, I was like discussing about how like ions present in a solution, right? Like sodium plus chloride ions. One second, line. How like ions present in a solution get discharged, right? So ions present. So in my previous class, I was discussing about how ions in a solution gets discharged, right? So the specific term that I used, like the term that I used was preferential discharge, right? Preference. So when does an ion get preference over other ion, right? So an ion getting discharged in one of the electrode depends upon the preference the ion gets over something else, right? So here the maybe hydrogen may get more preference than sodium, right? It depends upon their position in the electrochemical series. So the lower it is, the easier it gets, easier it is for it to get discharged. So like hydrogen is present lower in the series, so hydrogen has more tendency to get discharged in one of the electrode when sodium is present with it, right? So hydrogen will discharge easily. And chloride and hydroxide ions are here. We have that hydroxide ions are located like in the bottom of the series. So these are like the most easily dischargeable ions, right? They can discharge the easiest. So OH minus gets discharged at one of the electrodes, while chlorine stays in the solution, right? So I just told you one reason why the discharge may happen. So the first reason, only reason that I gave you was the position in the series. So position in the series, right? So position in the electrochemical series. So where is the ion located in the electrochemical series? At what place in the electrochemical series is it located? Now today we'll discuss about the second aspect of it. Second aspect of it is concentration of ions. It's very simple. Concentration of ions. Now this can overwrite whatever you have like learned here. This can overwrite it. Okay. So like let's say I have I'll give you an example. I have copper sulfate solution. I have a copper sulfate solution, right, in water. So basically we'll have copper ions and hydrogen ions, sulfate ions, and OH minus ions, right? So we have copper sulfate solution. But the detail what I provide here is the electrodes, that is the positive anode and the negative cathode, is made up of copper. So now I tell you that the electrodes are made up of copper. So they are not made up of any other metal. It is specifically made up of copper, right? So the electrodes are made up of copper. Now, according to the electrochemical series, can anyone just refer to the table and tell me which one of the two will get discharged, copper or hydrogen? Copper will get discharged. Copper is lower in the series, right? So even if I don't have a copper electrode, let's say even if I have a platinum electrode, right, which is completely different to that of copper, right? Platinum and copper are different metals. So even then, copper will only get discharged, right? Now, if I have a solution of let's say lead bromide, PbBr, right? Lead bromide and water. So lead bromide solution. I have a lead bromide solution. So I have lead ions, lead 2 plus ions, and hydrogen ions. I'm just joining one second. So now I have lead ions and hydrogen ions as the positive ions, and the negative ions, so I have OH minus ions and Br negative ions, right? Now I specifically tell you that the electrodes are made up of lead, Pb. So electrodes are specifically made up of lead, right? Now, according to the electrochemical series, which one will get discharged, lead or hydrogen? Yes, according to the electrochemical series, it is hydrogen that will get discharged. But in this case, hydrogen will not get discharged. So that is the thing I want to tell you today. So now the concentration of lead is more because the electrodes are made up of lead, and since the solution also contains lead, so lead will favor lead to move towards it. So it will not let hydrogen come towards it, rather the lead electrode will force the lead ions to come towards it. So this is how concentration of ion can override whatever you taught, you learned from the electrochemical series wala. So you learn from the electrochemical series that anything that is below something. So if I have two metals, right, and one metal is below the other metal, then that the metal that is below will get discharged for sure, right? But now what happens is that can be overwritten if the concentration of ions is more. Like for example, if the electrodes are made up of the same metal that the solution has, like if it is made up of lead metal, then the lead will go and discharge in the electrodes, not hydrogen, right? It will not follow the electrochemical series now. But if the lead electrode were not there, if I had like platinum electrode, what would happen? Can anyone tell? If I had platinum electrodes in place of lead, then yes, exactly. Hydrogen will go and discharge because now we don't have lead electrodes. So the concentration of lead is not more, right? The concentration of lead and hydrogen is comparable. They are almost equal. So this will cause the hydrogen to go and discharge. That will be according to the electrochemical series, right? But lead getting discharged on the electrode because the electrode is made up of lead is against the electrochemical series theory. So this you need to keep in mind. So if the concentration of the ions is more, right? If the electrodes are made up of the same ion that is present in the solution, then it may go against the electrochemical series. It may go against the theory that is suggested by the electrochemical series, right? So is that clear? Hmm. Yes. Pb2 plus Br minus 1. You don't need to select anything, right? Your negative particle also, your positive particle also simple. So negative particle except got 2 electrons. So it will be lead metal. Then bromine will go towards the positive, it will lose 1 electron and be bromine. So this is what you get. Yes? Hello? Basics clear है नेगेटिभ भनेको बेसी छ नि त सो इट विल लुज सो अगर नेगेटिभ छ भने उसले लुजै गर्छ नि त नेगेटिभ भनेको बेसी हो नि त नेगेटिभ भनेको कम्ती हैन नि त यो केमिस्ट्री इज नट म्याथ्स सो आइ एम नट टकिङ अबाउट -2 and -3 आइ एम नट टकिङ अबाउट -2 and 2 सो -2 र 2 मा 2 इज ग्रेटर राइट तर यहाँ चाहिँ आइ एम नट टकिङ अबाउट -2 and आइ एम नट टकिङ अबाउट द नम्बर लाइन दैट यु आर युज्ड टु सो 0 is here, -1 is here, -2 is here. I am not talking about this number line so that will increase this side and decrease this side. No, this is different. I am talking about negative in terms of electron concentration. So electron base is our name. Yes. Anion, negative ion. Yes. Cation, yes. इलेक्ट्रोन प्रोटोन बिना केही पोसिबलै हुँदैन that is different the ionic bonding ko kura ho ni त्यो that is when something is bonding together right here I am not talking about bonding I am rather ulta kura गर्दैछु bonding ko ulta this is dissociating right already bond ma छ नि त यो lead bromide so I am breaking this right. So I am talking about breaking this, not joining this. So when I am joining ko kura gare bhane ko यसले donate गर्छ र यसले receive गर्छ. So that is a thing. This is ionic bond. So this will donate and this will receive. So that is sharing, transferring, whatever you call it. Okay. So but now I am not talking about that donating and all those things. I am just talking about breaking the bond. So bond break गर्दा के हुन्छ? So that is the thing I am talking. Ionic bond में share हुँदैन. So that's a very wrong thing. Yes. Yes. Yes, correct. Yes. Yes, yes, correct. Yes, 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 yes. See, what I said is exactly what you said, right? So lead bromide, lead is a metal, sodium is a metal, so lead will be positive, bromine will be negative because lead go electron, bromine will receive. That's why it is negative. So now you're justifying what I said, right? मैले के भने P2 plus भनेको के हो? Plus भनेको deficiency of electron. When electron is not there, so now you can explain it, right? Why it's not there? Because it gave it to bromine. Here same thing. Na has one electron, that one extra electron, free electron, that's why it's donating. There's no other reason for that. Sodium chlorine मन पराउँदैन, so it is not necessarily giving it just for like मैले दिन्छु भनेर. No, this is just because chlorine wants one electron because it has 7 electrons in its outermost shell, right? It needs one electron to be stable. So it demands one electron. So that electron is given by sodium because sodium has a tendency to lose electron. So that's it. No, त्यसरी बुझेको त्यो स्ट्यान्डर्डै हैन बुझ्ने. You should always clearly know the metal भनेको it has tendency to give electrons, right? So अगर electron दिँदैछ भने it will obviously have a deficiency of electrons. So जहिले positive हुन्छ. And non-metals have always the tendency to gain electrons. So you should understand metals in a punch. Why is a thing called metal? So my first thing when I told you, metal is anything that can donate electrons. So if something can donate, give electrons to something else, so it will obviously be positive, right? It will have less electrons. And if something can accept electron, it will obviously be negative. So this is the way you understand positive and negative in chemistry. There's no other way. If you like, you can remember in other ways, but this is the conceptual way to remember things. So this is how you remember it. So केही भन्दै थिएँ म. So त्यही भन्दै थिएँ. So second thing where like the discharge of ions depends is concentration of ions. So it can go against the electrochemical series. You should be clear about that. It can like totally go against the electrochemical series if the electrodes are of the same metal. So अगर concentration बेसी छ भने it will go against the electrochemical series. So अगर यो solution मा lead ions र hydrogen ions छ and OH minus ions or bromine ions. Now according to the electrochemical series, this is made up of lead. This is made up of lead. So according to the electrochemical series, hydrogen will get discharged in one of the electrode because hydrogen is lower than lead. But since it is made up of lead electrode, it will not go with accordance to the electrochemical series, but rather lead will go and discharge there. Okay, so this is where concentration plays an important role in getting discharged in an electrode. So this is, you have to know this very well. So you have to know about the electrochemical series, and second one is on concentration. So concentration like कसरी effect गर्छ. So one homework for you today is you just write it down. Yes, please. The convince, you are not forced to be convinced. Okay, you can take your time. Yes. 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 Crisscross भइसक्यो, already crisscross is done. Because lead को valency is 2, bromine को valency is 1. So crisscross भयो, that's why it's PbBr2. Yes. Because this is not possible if Pb doesn't become Pb2 plus. Okay, lead bromide possible if lead is in the atomic state. So मैले के भनेको थिएँ, bonding, ionic bond is possible. Ionic bond, how are ionic bonded particles held together? Like NaCl एउटा solid हो, right? Salt. How is it held together? कसरी एउटै shapeमा बस्दैछ? Because we know that shape of salt that we use is a cuboidal or like यस्तो cuboidal shape को हुन्छ crystal salt, right? So how is it held together in this shape? How? No, because of the positive and negative thing. So sodium is positive, chlorine is negative, so this thing will attract it. So यो भएन भने if it doesn't like if it doesn't happen like यस्तो 2 plus हुनु र negative हुनु, then nothing is possible, no bond will be possible. So PVBR will be impossible in the first case. So if you say that PVBR is possible, if you say that lead bromide is there, you should always know that this is also possible, because if this is not possible, there will not be attraction and like repulsion between these two. Like there will not be attraction between the positive lead and the negative bromine, right? And these two cannot be held together to form this. So if this is possible, this is also possible every time. कहिले 2 प्लस हुन्छ, कहिले 2 प्लस हुन्छ, राइट? लेडको भ्यालेन्सी कति हो? लेडको भ्यालेन्सी कति हो? 2 हो नि त, त्यो त याद हुनुपर्छ नि त. सो लेडको भ्यालेन्सी 2 हो नि त, इट हैज टेन्डेन्सी टु लुज 2 इलेक्ट्रोन्स. सोडियमको भ्यालेन्सी 1 हो, त्यही कारणले सोडियम प्लस हुन्छ, सोडियम ओन्ली 1 प्लस हुन्छ. क्लोरिनको भ्यालेन्सी पनि 1 हो, सो ओन्ली नेगेटिभ 1 हुन्छ. मैग्नेशियमको भ्यालेन्सी 2 हो, सो वी हैव Mg2 प्लस. Okay, so yes, come on, tell me. Bromine को balance अरे this is very basic. Okay, I don't want to go this deep. The bromine भनेको halogen series में आउँछ. Chlorine, bromine, fluorine, iodine सबै same series में आउँछ, same column में. So सबैको balance same हुन्छ. So यस्तो question हेर्नु चाहिँ it's too basic. This you have to study this thing. First chapter हो यो book को. If you are not thorough with the first chapter, you can't solve this chapter. So same group man, the group is everything that is like vertical like this. Okay, so entire group ma valency will remain the same. So if I have like a group of halogens, then everyone will have the valency of 1. So fluorine taking later, iodine, whatever it is like below, all will have a valency of 1. So first group ma bhako metals ko valency sabai 1 huncha, like sodium, potassium. So these all have valency 1. Second group ma bhako metal ko sub valency 2 huncha, right? So boron, then what is that, magnesium, whatever it is. Third ma bhako sabai 3 huncha, aluminium. Fourth ma bhako sabai 4 huncha, carbon. Fifth ma bhako sabai 3 huncha. Now we'll start decreasing. So you have to remember this is very important, very basic pani ho. So your homework, just write it down. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution. Kissing? No, I'm giving it again. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution with copper electrodes. So I want the ionic reaction. So then ion form huncha. So I want which one is getting discharged. So which one is getting discharged? Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution with copper electrodes. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution with copper electrodes. So you are electrolyzing copper sulfate using copper electrodes only. So positive and negative is copper only. So you will have to answer this by tomorrow. Send it to me. So there is like 2 more things in this chapter, I think. Application of electrolysis, electroplating, and last topic is electrorefining. So this chapter is done after that. So this chapter is one of the difficult chapters again in the book. Mole concept, stoichiometry, and this electrochemistry is difficult. Like you have to have a good idea about all the previous chapters when you want to complete these 2 chapters. Electrochemistry mother, you have to be thorough about the periodic table. Kunko valency kati ho, right? So which one is positive, which one is negative, which one is a metal, which one is a non-metal. Yes. No, 20 some mathai ho, 20 some mathai ho. Nothing more than 20. But there are some extra ni done. So 20 is the maximum. So there are some extras that you should know, like lead ko tha hunu parcha 2 ho, simple कुरा. Copper ko tha hunu parcha 2 ho. So till 20 is for compulsory. So 20 is calcium you have to know anyhow. However, there are few exceptions like lead use huncha, copper use huncha. These are you should know. It's the difficult one side. Yeah, till yes. 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 Yes, same. SO4 to negative 1. Yes, order split OH, yes, OH minus and H plus split हुन्छै हुन्छ किनभने अब त प्रायोरिटीमा जान्छ. So the ion that gets most priority will get discharged, right? So अगर दुईटा मैले aqueous solution भने या त solution भने भने you'll have to consider the water part. Okay? So anyone? Yes. किन electrolysis किन गर्नुपर्छ? Industrial oxygen produce गर्ने one of the most important process यही हो. So by this process you can produce pure oxygen by electrolysis of water, right? If you can like harness the oxygen coming out of one of the electrode. So electrolysis is very important. It's very important. Electroplating and the के हुन्छ त्यो घडीहरु हुन्छ नि watches which are golden in color, silver in color. So why are they gold and silver? They are because that's application of electrolysis. It's called electroplating. So you just plate a very thin layer of the metal that you want. Like you plate a very thin layer of gold on like stainless steel, right? So it looks good, right? So there are a lot of applications though. If you want to like prevent something from corroding, right? If you want to prevent corrosion in some metals, so what you do is you coat a thin layer of non-corroding metals over it, like platinum. Platinum doesn't corrode, gold doesn't corrode, right? So main reason why the watches and all those things have gold color coating is first because like it looks good. Okay. Second, one of the most important reason is to prevent it from rusting. So when you provide a coat of metals which do not rust, right? They will prevent it'll like safeguard the inner metal. So भित्रको metal चाहिँ rust हुन्छ, बाहिरको metal जुन like coat गर्छ that will not rust. So electroplating, one of the most important application of electrolysis. It's just a direct application. So nothing is different. Electroplating and electrolysis is almost the same. Just few differences you have to know. It's very simple. Then other one is electrorefining. So in the chapter called extraction of metals. So you have a chapter called extraction of metals. There what you have is metals are not present in the purest form in earth. Okay, so earth, or if you just dig in earth, you'll not find aluminium in the purest state. You'll not find gold in the purest state. You'll not find like shining gold inside, right? Gold will be in the mixed form. Gold will be mixed with some other metals in it, right? Or metals or impurities, whatever it is. So what you need to do is you need to purify the metal so that it becomes like totally impurity free. Right? It's like you can consider it to be a pure gold crystal or pure gold metal. So what you do is electro refining one process where you like purify the metal that you extracted directly from ground or sea or wherever. So that process helps you to remove all the impurity from the metal so that you get the purest form of metal. So electro refining has a lot of applications, lot of applications. So almost almost all the things that you have around you is electroplated. Like this is a flag of India. Right? It's a button flower type thing. So it's plated gold. So this is a gold plated flag. So actually real gold is plated outside this. So real gold is used to plate this material. But the quantity of gold that is used for plating is very less, right? So it is not of that extreme value. Even the gold plated like watches and all those things that you find on like online stores, they are not that expensive, right? But still they are actually real gold that is being plated over them. So you should know about this. So electroplating has direct application in this field. Direct application. No, we paint it. Iron leather, it's more affordable to paint it. You don't, if you have like, then trust so those are all made up of iron rods, right? So you don't go and electroplate all the iron rod. It will not be feasible for you. You'll need high electricity supply. You need pure gold for that, or pure metal what you want to coat. So purest metal, you need that. So that's not affordable. So the most affordable thing for iron is just paint it, right? So that's why we paint iron. But some like ornaments, just fake ornaments, which are used in plays and all those things. Those things look like gold, but they are not gold. They are just plated gold, right? So that you need to know. So that's, yes, please. What is the question? Okay. Simple, Buddha. It's incident on a glass. So first one incident angle is 0. So it is going straight in. So it will go straight out because it's on the normal. Second is it has an angle 45 degree. So 45 degree by you should know the refractive index of glass. So sin I by sin R equal to refractive index of glass. You can just draw the refracted ray. Simple. Dimag kharab ke garnu त्यसमा. Very simple. Oh, you have a glass slab, you have an incident ray, right? So first, what? Yeah, it's not open. Okay, wait. So I don't want to solve the only problem is I don't want to solve your homework. The difficult bhag I have no problem solving it. This is very simple question. I don't want to solve it and make it so spoon feed it to you guys. This is very simple. Very simple. If you can't solve this, your basics are not clear at all. So something is incident on. So first incident angle is 0. So incident angle 0, whatever this is normal. It is incident directly on the normal. So it just go out straight. So second case, it's incident at an angle 45 degree with the normal. So this is 45 degree. I mean this is the incident ray. This angle is 45 degree. So it will bend towards the normal. That's it. So you get it. What is the difficulty in doing this? Can't you see the screen? This one? Why? Everyone else can see. Okay, wait, I'll present it again. One second. Can you see it now? It's very simple. Just think about it. Incident ray is coming, right? It is at an angle in the first case 0 degree. So 0 degree. Keep on it, sir. It depends on the question. What it is. Glass slab a rectangular box. It is coming from one end, it's going out from the other end. Okay. Anyone else has got any question? Right one. Wait, I'll just check. Okay, now number 27. Yes. What's your doubt? Oh my god, no, it's totally wrong. So what is a plane mirror? What is a plane mirror? What is a mirror? So Timro Gorko mirror, when you look into the mirror, will the light go behind the mirror? So can someone standing behind the mirror see you? Come on, answer this. If you are standing in front of the mirror, right? Can a person standing behind the mirror see you? Hello, can you hear me? I think she's gone. Anyone else has doubt, in this topic or any other topic? Sarah, you have any doubt? Okay, you can leave that. Okay, I'll solve it for you. Wait. I was about to solve it. Timro wrong plane mirror, which Timro plane mirror, when you stand in front of the mirror, can you see the behind of the mirror? Can you see if someone is standing behind the mirror? Can that person see you? No. So why is your ray passing through the mirror? It should not pass through the mirror. It should go back. Yes, obviously plane mirror will reflect. It will not refract. It will not go in. Yeah, that's it. Any other doubt? Anyone else?